Hey everybody, welcome back. As you've seen lately, some interesting stuff can come in a plain brown box, and you never quite know what I might be working on around here. So give me just a few minutes and we'll get this box opened up and we'll see what's in there. Well, here's what was in the box, and kind of like you, when I got asked to help out with a mean green machine, I was not expecting a lawnmower. But there it is, a shiny new lawnmower, and yeah, even the fabricator has to cut his grass, so went ahead and got a new lawnmower, and I'm gonna put it together, which shouldn't take long. But this is one of those things, you know, sometimes you got to do comeuppance. Stuff breaks, stuff wears out. This is replacing an old mower that lasted about, I don't know, 10 or 12 years, and the deck's finally all rusted out here. I'll probably shoot a little video on it because I've always been impressed with that little push mower. It sits outside. It fell out of the back of the truck a couple of times over the years. It sits in the rain, it sits in the weather, and it always starts on the first or second pull. It's a little 5-horse, I think it is, Briggs & Stratton vertical shaft, kind of similar to this one, except this one's overhead valve. It's a flathead. And it's done lasted till its body rotted away. So anyway, there it is. Now I just got to put it together. This is one of those little things that sometimes somebody in your neighborhood will ask you to help out, put their lawnmower together for them, jump start their car, that kind of thing. And I try to help people out when they ask me to do stuff like that. This one just happens to be for around here, so you never know what I'm going to work on, and this is a good example of it. On the good side, it doesn't have oil in it yet, so I can just kind of spin it around and flip it and do whatever I need to do with it. Hang it over to the side so I can put the wheels on it. I think I'll put it on the second notch. And at some point here, I'm going to have to get some tools and run these bolts up. So it's kind of hard to make putting a push lawnmower together exciting, but this also gives us a good opportunity to maybe go over some things that I get asked a lot. And one that I get asked quite often by the younger people when they see some of the stuff I've done is, what skill should they learn first if they want to be a creator, fabricator, welder, whatever? And I tell them that really, no matter what you set out to do, if you're going to be an artist, craftsman, a maker, creator, whatever you want to call it, learn to draw. And you don't have to be a major art prize winning artist. Just be able to do a good thumbnail sketch and get your thought down on paper and be able to retain these little sketches so that you don't lose little pieces of the idea along the way. When we're brainstorming, it may be 2 or 3 minutes, and some of the greatest things you ever create you'll think of in 2 or 3 minutes. Probably make it in a day or less, and it's just perfect and wonderful and everybody loves it. But then again, you'll be working on something that, okay, I'm not quite happy with that, and you put it down for 3 or 4 days and you come back to it. Okay, let me think about it this way. Okay, and you put it down for 2 weeks because a paying job come in and you had to do that. Okay, let me get back to this. All right, I've been working a lot of overtime. It's been a month. Let me go back to that. You want to be able to draw and make notes. Keep a little notebook. A notebook is your best friend, really, in anything you're doing. And I've said that over in the 408 series. Have a notebook handy all the time. Write down notes, sketch little things up that pop in your head. That way, you don't lose it, you don't forget it, and you have it on hand. It's an invaluable tool to help you keep your thoughts straight and give you direction on your project, which helps the process. And anything that helps the process helps you become a better craftsman by sharpening your talent. Now, tools. You're going to need some basic tools. And before we leave drawing, pretty much the only place to find them now is online or like at hobby shops, because they're not the main line of drafting anymore. But one of those little $69 or less basic drafting sets that comes with a couple of triangles and a compass and a divider and a little ruler and a scale, protractor, and maybe a circle template. That's worth buying play with it, sit around, make shapes, do whatever, learn to use it. Learn to set your compass up so you can mark accurately. Learn to use your compass. Like if you're going to do sheet metal work, you could put scribes in each end of that compass, lay out your layout die, and you could draw whatever it is you're going to make right onto the aluminum, and you just want to scratch it lightly enough to go through the layout die and then polish out the scratch marks when you're done. Which usually by the time you're done working it, you've either cut to the line or ran it through enough equipment that the scratch marks are gone. And then the next thing you're going to want to get is a good set of hand tools. Metric and English, say a kit that goes up to 1 inch, ratchet, extensions, maybe get yourself a torque wrench. You know, particularly if you're going to be doing engine work or chassis work, you're going to want a torque wrench. I torque things, pretty much everything. It's just something I've always learned to do. Keep them clean, keep them handy, have them ready. They are your friends. Learn to use them. Those are the basics that anybody's going to need in their shop or in their toolbox, in the back of their truck, in the corner of their back room of their house if they don't have a shop yet. If they're going to try to learn to work with metal and wood and create, you know, you're going to need saws and other things if you go wood. You know, there's stuff you're going to need for your specific genre. But those are the basic things you should have around. Even people that think they're never going to need to turn a bolt end up needing to turn a bolt. Kind of like this lawnmower. This is nothing but simple hand tools. So welcome back to the channel. It's the next evening, just got home from work. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing a few pumps, and we're going to try to give it the 1 start test. It's just been assembled a couple of nights ago. I have not started it. Let's see what happens. Alright, I gave it 12 pumps because, like I said, it hasn't been started. The gas has been sitting in it for about 10 minutes. And here we go. And yeah, I left a little thingy working. So anyway, there it is. And it started on the first pull. It looks like we're starting out good. The last one did that. Now this one's doing it. Alright, here we go. The air cleaner needs to be clean. And if I'm going to retire it, I don't want to clean the air cleaner. So